Sunday. Happy Sunday, Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time you watch this video. I just hope that you're having a wonderful day. God bless to you. God is good. We woke up this morning, and I'm happy that you are able to see this video, and I hope that you talk that talk in the comments. Now we're going to talk about a few different things. We're going to talk about the score predictions for Week 17. The season is almost over, man. The season is almost over, ladies and gentlemen. The season is almost over. Like for some teams, not all teams. I'm talking about for my team specifically. The season is almost over, and I don't like this feeling. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't like this feeling at all. I wish that the Minnesota Vikings were in the playoffs. I wish the Minnesota Vikings can make a run this year because I'm gonna be honest with you. This is too soon. We gotta wait this whole off season for us to make it to the playoffs. Then we gotta wait to the regular season, and we might not listen, man. So many questions for the Vikings. I don't even know where to start. But let's go with the score predictions for this week. You already know the vibes when it comes down to it. You know, any given Sunday, especially for these last 2 weeks, is like a lot of teams are still fighting to get into the playoffs. A lot of teams are struggling to get a dub. A lot of teams that are trying to get wins or taking L's left and right. You know, yesterday's game, the Texans and the Chargers was a good game. Went down to the end. Could have went either way. What was the final score of that? Let me just double check. Hold on. What was the final score of that game? That game was what's the final score? All right, 20-16 was yesterday's game. And then the Ravens beat the brakes off the Packers. The Ravens beat the brake off the Packers. Now I gotta see what the heck is going on because I was not expecting that. Derrick Henry with 4 rushing touchdowns. What in the world happened? 36 carries for 216 yards, 6.06 yards per carry, 4 rushing touchdowns. The longest run of the day was for Derrick Henry was 30 yards, which is spectacular. That's just amazing. That's an all-time great performance because I'm going to be honest with you. I had the Packers winning, but listen, I'm wrong. I'm wrong a lot. The whole entire season, I've been wrong about a lot of different things, man. I've been wrong about a lot of different things. But yeah, so Tyler Huntley was 16 of 20 for 107 yards and had 1 touchdown, no interceptions. He got sacked 1 time. But the guy that got him the dub was definitely Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was very, very, very good. And also Tyler Huntley rushed the ball 8 times for 60 yards, which was 7.5 a carry. And his longest run of the day was 25 yards. But man, oh man, I am so surprised at how the Baltimore Ravens, and I think they keep their playoff hopes alive, by the way. Shout out to you, salute to you. Hello, everybody. But yeah, that was a good game. That was a very good game. I probably should have went live for that game, to be honest with you. I could have went live for that game. I thought, listen, that was a good game. I was just assuming because it's 2 backups, you're not going to really get too much out of it. But guess what? I was wrong about that because that game was a decent game. Now, let's talk about the score predictions for. I'm going to wait till more people get in the building. Make sure if you're in the building, hit the like button, and also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. We are also going to be doing primetime games as well. We're doing primetime games as well. Not all of them, but some of them. But yeah, this is one YouTube family. Salute to my guy, Adventures is in the building. T-Bone, what's good, man? I asked you a question. Ask me a question, brother. Yeah. Shout out to you, brother. All right, ask me a question. So you got the Cards versus Bengals. We're gonna talk about all that. We want to see. I just want to wait until more people get in the building. No disrespect, but you go live for every Vikings game, even when the game is meaningless since they are eliminated. P.S. Respect. Yeah, of course. I'm a real Viking fan. I'm a Viking fan that even though we're not getting into the playoffs, it's actually meaningful. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you get to see who's really riders on the team. Really, like for real. Like for instance, right? Some teams be like, yo, we going on vacation early. They don't try. You can see the effort. And some teams, regardless of them not making the playoffs, you can see who's really about that life, who's really going to put their 110% regardless of their season not going to go to the not going to be in, they're not going to be in the playoffs. So it just shows you a lot about the character of some of the players on the team. It's deeper than just a paycheck. You know what I mean? It's deeper than just, oh, I'm going to get all this money. It's about the fan base. It's about, yo, even though the season is over, I promise you, I'm going to give 110%, regardless of us going to the playoffs or not. And I'm going to prove to you that I deserve to be on this team, or maybe be on another team. Because if they're a free agent, and say the Vikings don't want them and they show off in these last couple of games, hey, listen, another team might, it's like an interview in a way. So, but I love this, man. Now, I don't love that we're not in the playoffs, but I love the fact that for the Vikings specifically, the defense has been playing amazing, even regardless of the team not making the playoffs or not. They're just playing well all season long. And I love that. I love that. Through the highs and lows, you have to ride it. Yes, thank you. Bear down. Yeah, through the highs and lows, you have to rock with your team. You can't, like, people going to do what they're going to do, right? People going to say, I hate this team. I'm going to another team. That's just not my personality. I'm rocking with my team regardless. Like I said this before, my team can go 0-17. I'm going to talk my talk. I'm going to say, like, listen, fire everybody, but I'm always going to be a Viking fan. But I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to say fire everybody, but I'm always going to be a Viking fan. Just like if they went 17-0, I'm always going to be a Viking fan. Shout out to Not Too Late, Adventures, Bear Down. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button so we can get this out there. And we're going to do some score predictions very soon. I just want to wait until we get a couple more people in the building. But yeah, man, there's a lot of the playoffs right now. Let me look at the playoff seeding right now. Let me just look at the playoff seeding. NFL playoff. Yeah, because the seeding is still not, done. Still not done. We still got a lot to see. Today and tomorrow is going to tell you a lot about the seeding. All right, so what's the game? I'm trying to let this thing load up. All right, so right now, right? If you talk about let's talk about the AFC real quick. So the AFC, the Broncos are the number 1 seed, Patriots number 2 seed, right? The Patriots have to win today and tomorrow, and the Broncos got to lose, right? And they could be the number 1 seed in the AFC. The Patriots could still be the number 1 seed in the AFC. The Jags are the 3rd seed, the Bills are the 5th seed, the Texans are the 6th seed, and the Chargers are the 7th seed. The Steelers are the 4th seed, but since the Ravens won yesterday, if the Steelers lose today in Week 18, guess what can happen? The Ravens, if they win their last game, they can sneak into the playoffs, bro. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy that the Ravens can still make it to the playoffs. The Colts are eliminated. All these other teams are eliminated. So then you got, for the NFC, you got the Seahawks. They are 12-3. They're the 1 seed. The Bears are the 2nd seed. They're 11-4. So if the Bears win out and the Seahawks lose out, then the Bears could be the number 1 seed in the NFC, which is crazy to even think about. From last year to this year, how the Bears are looking so much better. You know what I'm saying? The Bears, Ben Johnson really turned around that offense and turned around that team. The Eagles are the 3rd seed, the defending champions. Don't sleep on the Eagles. You get the 49ers are the 5th seed. And the Rams are the 6th seed. The Packers are the 7th seed. And the Panthers are the 4th seed. And they are 8-7. And the Buccaneers are 7-8. So if the Buccaneers can win out, they can, and the Panthers lose, the Buccaneers will be that 4th seed, I believe, because they won the division. So that division is still up in the air. So, but if the Panthers win one more game, it's over for it. So the Panthers just got to win one more game. And I got to give a lot of credit to the Panthers, man. Like, Man, they were saying that the Bull, what's their quarterback's name? I forgot their quarterback's name. They said he was a boss. Um, the Panthers was the last few years up and coming, but you just don't know what they're going to do. And for them to be in the conversation to make the playoffs, you never know what can happen in the playoffs. They might not be the favorite to win the Super Bowl, but you just never know, bro. The playoffs is a whole nother animal. It's a whole nother season. Shout out to Chris for real in the building. What's good with my brother? Um, yeah, curious. If the Falcons upset the Rams, if the Falcons upset the Rams, I don't know. Let me see. So the Rams right now are the 6th seed. I think they're already clinched the playoffs. It just depends on the seeding. I think they're still going to be the 6th seed, even if the Falcons was to beat the Rams, it's not going to really do nothing to the Rams. The Rams are going to make the playoffs. The Rams are going to make the playoffs. But it'll give the Falcons momentum going into 2026 that they beat one of the best teams in the NFC. The Falcons just got to get healthy, man. Michael Penix got hurt. I love B. John Robinson. I like Pitts. They have a good nucleus. They just got to make sure their quarterback is upright and healthy. So we'll see what happens next year, though. But yeah, Bears need one Seahawks loss. Yeah, Bears need one just one Seahawks loss. Okay, so if they need one, and they have to win out though. The Bears have to win out. They have to win. Because even if the Seahawks lose, say they go 12-4 for week 17, but the Bears win, they'll be 12-4. Oh, so they get the tiebreaker? Do they have the tiebreaker or something? They might have the tiebreaker. So if they finish with the same record, the Bears might have the tie. I don't know. Maybe they have the tiebreaker. We have to win. Okay, so you do have to win out. Okay, so the Bears have to win out, and the Seahawks just have to lose one. Okay, I got you. We have the tiebreaker. Okay, in all NFC. Okay, you have the tiebreaker. Dang. So the Bears got the tiebreaker in the whole NFC. That's crazy. Like I said, man, the Bears had a great season. What a great season that they had, man. Coming from a Viking fan, I got to give them credit. Listen, I ain't going to hate, but we're going to beat the brakes off y'all next year. Hey, listen, we beat y'all in week 1. We almost beat you in the second game. And when we play y'all again, I say this with all due respect. I say this with all love. When we see y'all again, we're going to beat the brakes off of you. And that goes for the whole NFC. It don't matter if you're a Seahawks fan. It don't matter if you're an Eagle fan. It don't matter if you're a 49ers fan. Hold on now. I'm not done. It don't matter if you're a Packers fan, a Rams fan. It don't matter. We beating the brakes off of all y'all. And the Panthers. Where the Panthers at? We beating the brakes off the Panthers, the Buccaneers. It don't matter. Next season, 2026, is the Vikings year. And I'm going to say it until it happens. I don't care. You got to speak things into existence, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta speak things into existence. You can't half step and be, if we're healthy. No, we're going to speak into existence. We're going to be healthy, and we're going to be the best team. You know what I mean? 2026, go to the bowl. Let's go to the bowl, baby. You know the vibes. Keep it going. Yeah. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, baby. Hit that like button, baby. Hit that subscribe button. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Also, we're not just going live for Viking games. We're going live for some primetime games. And also, this offseason is going to be lit. You know, I take my nature walks and we go live. You know, I got to get my steps in. We're going live for this whole offseason. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of different things when it comes to the NFL. And it's going to be fun, man. It's going to be a fun offseason. So stay tuned. It's going down on Mike Sports Vibes. Salute to everybody that's in the building. Y'all know the vibes. I hope we do have you on the schedule next year. We going to beat the brakes off the... Nah, it's not going to happen, Garcia. You know it's not going to happen. Stop the cap. Yeah, love this interview. Yeah, bro, we beating the brakes off of everybody, bro. Bro praying the Bills lose today. Yo, the Bills is dangerous. I ain't going to... Listen, the Bills is dangerous, bro. Y'all know how I feel about Josh Allen. Bills are dangerous. Who's starting 2020? Yeah, we beating the brakes off of everybody in 2026, man. That's how we going undefeated, probably. You know, yo, bro, pray for the Bills to lose. Hey, listen, I got no fight in the matter. I just want to see good football. The Bills right now, one of the best teams. We going to see. Yeah. What's going on, Lee? What's going on, everybody? But yeah, let's do some score predictions, y'all. Let's do some score predictions, right? As a big time Minnesota Viking fan, this is just my opinion. I need everybody in the chat right now. Who's the starting quarterback in 2026? J.J. McCarthy or Joe Burrow? I'm calling it right now. Either J.J. McCarthy or Joe Burrow. I'm calling it right now as a Minnesota Viking fan. Watch. J.J. McCarthy or Joe Burrow. Now, let's do the score predictions right now real quick, y'all. We got the Cards versus the Bengals. Who you got, y'all? Who you got today? The game about to start in a minute or two. But who you got today? Bengals or Cardinals? Leave in the comments below who you got winning this game. I'm going to be honest with you. I think the Cards are going to beat the brakes off of the... No. I got the Bengals. Bengals going to beat the brakes off the Cards. I got the Bengals winning like I ain't going to... Joe Burrow. You got Higgins. You got Jamar Chase. That offense, they don't play no defense, but I got the Bengals winning like, it's going to be crazy, man. Like 33 points to like 17. 33-17, Bengals winning that game. You got Bengals? Y'all all got Bengals? Joe Burrow all day. Are the Bills Super Bowl bound? I think nobody's Super Bowl bound. I'm going to be honest with you. This year is up in the air. Nobody is Super Bowl bound. Anybody can lose this year. There's no big favorites. There's no big favorites this year, y'all. You might have a favorite team, but I don't think there's a juggernaut team where you're like, oh my gosh, they're definitely going to get to the Super Bowl. Nope. There's not one team in the AFC and there's not one team in the NFC. But I will say the favorites for me is probably the Broncos or because I love defense. I also love the Texans defense. I'm a defensive person. So I got one of them and maybe the Patriots. But in the NFC, I got the defending champions, the Eagles. I also got the Seahawks. One more team. The Rams are so well coached. I love what the Rams are doing. But y'all got the Bengals. All right, so we got Bengals. Cardinals are going to win. Okay. So you got the Cardinals winning. What's going on, Frogs? What's good? All right, let's go. Steelers and Browns. Who you got? Give me your who you got winning this game? Steelers or Browns? Chris Rowe says Steelers. Browns. Garrett breaking the record today. Oh my gosh. Can somebody help me? So you got Garrett breaking the record today. All right. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at it, brother. Hey, I wouldn't be mad if he did that, bro. I'm going with my homies team. Steelers. Chris Rose says Steelers. I'm gonna go with Steelers. I know Chris Rose is a Steeler fan. I know Chris Rose is a Viking fan as well. And I also know that my homie Trick Shot that's not in the comments right now, he's a Steelers fan. So I'm going with the Steelers beating the Browns today. Did you believe now? What you mean, bro? What you mean? On Rodgers to yeah, we're gonna see. All right, so y'all got Browns and Steelers. This is like a mixed bag right here. Who y'all got? Browns or Steelers? Before I go to the next game, I got the Steelers beating the Browns. Aaron Rodgers going to do his thing. I got Aaron Rodgers doing his thing. I got Rodgers. All right, so the final score, I got 27-17. 27-17. Steelers going to win that game. You got Browns? Oh, wow, you got Browns. Hey, listen, I ain't mad at you. Browns got a very good defense. I like their defense. Okay. All right. We got a mixed bag. All right, let's get to the next game. Saints versus Titans. Who y'all got, man? Who y'all got? Saints versus Titans. I don't even know. I have no clue. I'm gonna go Titans, y'all. I got the hey, tie. My boy said tie. Ah, hey, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I think I got the I think I got the Titans. I think I got the Titans winning this game. I don't know the score though. I don't know the score, but I got the Titans. Chris Rose says Saints. All right, so we got the games are starting right now as we speak. All right, so we got Jags and Colts. Jags and Colts. Who y'all got? Jags or Colts? Jags or Colts? I got the Jags. I got the Jags. Even though I'm cheering for the Colts because Phillip Rivers. I'm cheering for the Colts because of Phillip Rivers. Yeah, I gotta go with the Colts on this one, man. I gotta go with the Colts because I'm a Phillip Rivers person. So we'll see if the Colts can do their thing against the Jags. But yeah, that's a good game. That's a good game. All right, so we got Buccaneers, Colts, Chris for real. Okay. All right, so Buccaneers or Dolphins? Buccaneers or Dolphins? There's only two good games today: Seahawks, Panthers, and Bears. Yeah, you ain't lying. There ain't that many good games today. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I'm looking at the games. Like the Buccaneers and Dolphins should be the Buccaneers, right? Like you gonna go Buccaneers? Like I don't know. Like then again, you never know, bro. Then after that, there's another game that's gonna be a beatdown: Patriots versus Jets. Any given Sunday, but it should be the Patriots, right? And then you got the Seahawks versus the Buccaneers fell. Yeah, I know, man. They fell off. Remember in the beginning of the season, they were like 5-0, and Baker Mayfield was like in the he was like in the MVP conversation like early on. That's why I be trying to tell people, man, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, but it's good to have a good start as well because you don't want to get to the point where you like 0-4 and you try to get back in your bag and try to make it sneak into the playoffs. You want to try to do good early on as well. But my goodness, the Buccaneers were like, people was having Baker in the MVP conversations, bro. I'm talking about early MVP conversations. Baker Mayfield was playing lights out. And then I don't know what happened after that, bro. Injuries and all that. All right, Patriots. You got Patriots beating yeah, Patriots should definitely beat the Jets. All right, so we got Seahawks versus Panthers. Who y'all got? Patriots or Panthers? We got Patriots. Panthers just because I want that one seed. Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go Seahawks, to be honest with you. I gotta go Seahawks. I gotta go Seahawks in that game. I gotta go Seahawks in that game, y'all. I'm just being honest. All right, so we got the Giants versus Raiders. That is not a good game. We're gonna give them a tie. We're gonna give them a tie. We're giving them a tie for that game. A tie. All right, so we got just skip that one. Yeah, we're gonna skip that one. All right, we got Eagles versus Bills. Eagles versus Bills. Eagles versus Bills. I got the Bills. Sorry, Eagle fans. I got the Bills. I got the Bills. I got the Bills in that game. Y'all know how I feel about Josh Allen. I like Jalen Hurts. I like what some of the players on the Eagles, but I'm going with my boy Josh Allen for that game. They'll probably sit their starters in the second half. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't know though. Bills and Eagles could go either way, to be honest with you. It looks like it's in Buffalo. Yeah. And tonight's game, Bears versus Niners. Niners or Bears. Now, that's probably the best game of the day, to be honest with you. Niners or Bears. I think that's going to be an excellent game. To be honest, that's going to be an excellent game. The Bears, I know you're going to pick the Bears. I know you picking the Bears, bro. But yeah, with the Bears, that's going to be a good game. Since you picked the Bears, I'm going the opposite. I'm going Niners. I'm going Niners. Hey, did you see the new Bill Stadium? No wind will be felt inside the stadium. Oh, no, I didn't see it, bro. I'm going to have to look into that. I'm gonna have to look into that, man. You know what I miss? Like I love I'm a Viking fan, right? And like I miss like the outside um stadium for the Vikings. Like I love US Bank Stadium. I've been there this season, but I feel like that outside in the cold with all the elements is probably the best thing, man. That was a home field advantage. Didn't nobody want to go to Minnesota and play Minnesota, bro? Nobody wanted to play Minnesota when it was that cold. You know what I mean? And we had an advantage, and we kind of took that advantage away by having a just a dome. You know what I mean? And I get it. It's more comfortable when it comes to like the fan base and all that. I get it. I get it. I get it. And on top of that, you probably make more money because you're definitely gonna sell out. You know what I mean? And but it takes the advantage away. Takes the advantage away. Um, Still open air too, though. Yes, they're open air. It's open roof. Okay, I like that though. When it's used to be a Metrodome. Yes, when it used to be Metrodome. Yes. You must know. You really know football because you said that. You must really know because you say Metrodome. That's when the roof caved in a few years ago. Yeah, that's when we had an advantage, bro. Didn't nobody want to go to Minneapolis? Didn't and same with Green Bay. Green Bay still got that advantage, but we don't have that advantage anymore. People would love to come to US Bank Stadium. They might lose though. You gonna still lose, but it ain't the same advantage, bro. Yeah, the crowd is amazing, but the problem is like it's perfect environment. No wind, nothing. No snow, no sleet, no rain, nothing. Like back in the day, it was such an advantage. Didn't nobody want to play the Vikings? Nobody. And it was a true advantage, bro. And I feel like we should have kept it like I feel like we should have kept it like that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Um, yeah, it is what it is. Um, did you but yeah, thank you for that comment though. He said when it used to be the Metrodome. Yes, Metrodome, man. How did the roof cave in, man? They must have did no type of like they wasn't checking the roof at all. Um what's up, brother? Oh, I'm frozen, but oh yeah, what's good with you, my guy? Oh, I know you a Packers fan. How you feel about the Packers, man? Yo, the Packers got the brakes beat off of them yesterday, man. I actually chose y'all to win that game. I thought y'all was gonna beat the brakes off of the Ravens. I say because y'all got a better defense, but y'all I might have jinxed y'all because I don't know what was going on with Derrick Henry yesterday. For people that said Derrick Henry is washed, you are capping. You're big capping because we already clinched. I know. I get it. But Derrick Henry went off, bro. Derrick Henry went off. He would have had like 4 rushing touchdowns, 216 rushing yards. I said, oh my gosh. And this is why I say running backs are so important. You know how I feel about, that's Adrian Peterson's. Hold on, let me make sure so y'all can see it. Because I want y'all to see this jersey. Hold on. All right. So this right here is a signed autograph jersey, Adrian Peterson. This is signed autograph Adrian Peterson jersey. So proud to have. Y'all know how I feel about running backs. So listen. Y'all know how I feel about running backs. So if listen. I remember a couple of years ago, they was like, oh, running backs, you can get them. They're a dime a dozen. You don't have to really invest draft picks in them. You can get a good draft pick in the 7th round or the 6th round. You might get lucky and get somebody. But if you have a generational talent in college that has the potential to be a great player in the NFL, man, you better draft them in the 1st round. You better draft them in the 2nd round, the 3rd or the 4th. You could draft them in the 1st round because like the one Bull Love, he might be a generational talent. You better go draft. If he's an Adrian Peterson or better, I'm going to say that because I know how good Adrian Peterson is, and I don't want to sleep on Love. Like, I'm not saying Love can be that great, but there's always a chance, right? So if you could draft the Adrian Peterson all over, you probably going to draft him number 1 or number 2. Just imagine, because running backs help your whole team. They help your defense because you're staying on that field longer. The offense is. Your defense is getting rest. On top of that, you win the time of possession. On top of that, instead of it being 3rd and like third and long. It could be 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 3. You get what I'm saying? And then running backs, some of them can block, some of them can catch. Running backs do everything, bro. Running backs literally do everything. They catch, they block. Some of them can catch, some of them can block. Not all of them can, but I'm just saying the ones that can do it, you got something special. Like that's why I'm a big Aaron Jones guy, because he can block, he can catch, and he's a decent / good running back as well. So yeah, W Hoodie. Shout out to Lucas in the building. I know those vibes. Shout out to you, bro. We already clinched. Yeah. I love that game last night. Yeah, that game last night was tough. That game last night. Oh, that's tough. Yeah, man. I worked hard getting that Adrian Peterson jersey, man. I was working at Kmart making $7.25 an hour. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I didn't pay bills when I was a little kid. I had to get the little permit. And my homie had the connections where he'll have like autographed jerseys and everything. And I was like, yo, is there any way you got any Viking gear? He was like, well, I have one. He was like, I got a Viking Adrian Peterson jersey. It's autographed. I said, oh. I said, is it real? I had to go to like this what them people got, the people that observe it. I had to go to one of those people to like make sure it was legit and all that. And I got the paperwork and everything. I got AAA, and I had JSA look at it to make sure it was legit. So I had two different organizations to look at my jersey because I wasn't paying all that money if it was fake. You know what I'm saying? So, people be trying to fake autographs and all that. So I had to make sure that thing was legit. But yeah, man, that was but I also have a Dante Culpepper not jersey, but I have a Dante Culpepper flag. When I went to the Minnesota Viking game week 2 against the Falcons, I had like a flag similar to this, kind of similar to this. Not exactly, but and I had Dante Culpepper sign like the head, like the one part of it. And I took a picture with Dante and I got his autograph, and yeah, man. Cool dude. And I also I got some Sixer stuff right here. Because y'all know I'm a Sixer fan. That's Drew Holiday's autograph. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna be live on my other channel. I'm gonna be live on my other channel to do the Sixers and the Thunder. So I'm gonna be live on that channel. If anybody's into basketball, I can put the link in the comments. Go check out that channel if you're interested. Let me just put the link in there just in case anybody wants to go over there. Because I will be live play-by-play and reaction for this game. Let me see. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, let me put it in the comments real quick, y'all. Yeah, I'm 100% sure I'm gonna be going live for that game. Because it's a big game. It's against the defending champions, by the way. So shoot. I'll be live for that game. I'm gonna be going live for the Phillies as well. When the Phillies get back when it's the baseball season, MLB season. So I just kind of spammed it like 3 times. If anybody's interested in basketball, baseball, I will throw in some hockey as well. Philly, that's my Philly channel because I'm from PA, Philly, everything besides NFL football because of the great Randy Moss is the reason why I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. But shout out to each and every one of y'all. Said that. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, Bear Dog, Bear Down. Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, man, this season is almost over, man. I can't believe this NFL season is almost over. For many teams, my team season is over. The off season is about to start after this week. After next week. But this is a very it was an interesting season. A lot of ups, some downs. With JJ McCarthy getting hurt numerous times, and it's just been one of those years, man. JJ McCarthy got hurt 3 times this season, bro. High ankle sprain, concussion, and then the latest was the fractured hand. Merry Christmas! Oh, Merry Christmas to you, bro. How's everyone doing on this stress NFL on this stress-free NFL Sunday. Right, right. Man, God is good, man. Um, I'm doing wonderful, man. I'm doing wonderful, man. I'm like really, even though my team ain't in the playoffs, bro, I'm like really enjoying these football games. Like I'm starting to do primetime games now, like on this channel. Like, I go live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything, but I'm also gonna be doing primetime games as well. Not all of them, but some of them. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Watching some of these games, like the Texans game yesterday, how teams go through their ups and downs. It's not just the Vikings. You feel me? Like when I watch every Viking game, I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? But then when you watch other like games, you're like, okay, yeah, they go through the same thing we go through. You know what I mean? They go through the ups and downs just like we do as Viking fans, like these other teams do. Same with the Chargers. The Chargers, they had so many opportunities to win that game, bro. Like the CJ Stroud was amazing early on, and then he started to struggle. He threw two interceptions, and the Colts only capitalized on one of them with a field goal. They didn't really capitalize on it like they should have. Imagine instead of getting a field goal, they got two touchdowns. They would have won the game. Or maybe a touchdown and a field goal. They would have won the game. On top of that, the Colts missed that extra point. The Colts missed a field goal. So that's 4 points right there. Like, bro, all these points that the Colts left on the board, like they left off the board, it's like, yeah. I mean, a lot of teams go through what we go through, but as a Viking fan, I'm like, all right, I like this. I like this, man. Like, we're not the only ones. Ups and downs for every single team. Everybody got their ups and downs on every team. Like, so like, how like when you were like, for instance, right? Like, let's just call out the what's a team that went through a lot this year? Let's go with the Niners, right? The Niners, like they're one of the best teams in the NFC, right? But the thing about the Niners is they battled through all their injuries. They lost Fred. Fred, the best linebacker in the whole NFL, in my honest opinion. Let me look how old he is, because I know, what did he do? Was it his knee? What happened to the? Hold on. So Fred Warner, what was his injury? But I know, in my opinion, I think he's the best linebacker in the game. They lost him for the season. I don't know what week it was, and then they also lost Brock Purdy. They also lost. Oh, crap! They also lost a few other players as well. But then, like Mac Jones came in. Mac Jones came in and did his thing, and kept them afloat. So that's the one thing I want the Vikings to learn from. I want the Vikings to learn from the 49ers, because they battled through injuries all year. Even their starting quarterback got hurt, and they still kept afloat. I know that's coaching, that is developing talent, that's drafting talent, drafting the right talent, and it's building a true team. And I hope, and listen, as a Viking fan, that's what I want my franchise to be like. Shout out to Two Evil in the building. Honestly, I am cool with the Vikings are done. A few weeks ago, my mom, oh my gosh, sorry for your loss. So the fact that the Vikings went down swinging is something to be proud. You know what? I literally just, but let me say this. Sorry for your loss, bro. Keep God first. Listen, I just literally went to a funeral, right? I keep a lot of things to myself because it's nobody's business, right? But I keep a lot of things to myself. I literally went to a funeral like 3 days ago. Not making this up, right? And I was just telling people, like, like when we all, like, as family, like as human beings, like our families always come together for what? Holidays, funerals. That's pretty much it, right? I feel like the family dynamic, in my opinion, need to change a little bit, because I feel like we only come together when those things happen. I feel like family should come together when there's not even a holiday. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, because life is so short, there's not one day that's promised. And I just feel like, I'm gonna just speak for myself, like for my family, like that's the only times that we come together. And I would like my specific family to come together on just a random day. It doesn't have to be Christmas. It doesn't have to be Resurrection Day. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to be these holidays, right? It could just be any random day. Listen, this is the date we all meeting up. It don't have to be no meaning behind it. The only meaning behind it is to come together as a family. And I was literally just speaking on that a couple of days ago. But sorry again for your loss. Keep your head up. Keep God first. Keep faith. And I'm so sorry. Listen, I'm sorry for your loss. Condolences to you and your family. And I know it's hard, man. I know it's hard. I was thinking, I don't want to get into it. I ain't trying to get into what I was about to say, but I want to say condolences to your family and God bless to you. Vikings went down. But yeah, and I love that last thing you said, man, because like I love the fact that the Vikings are fighting. You know what I mean? Even though even though some Viking fans would like to get a higher draft pick, I love the fact that the Vikings are not just giving up on the season. You know what I mean? Like I love the fact that the Vikings are like, all right, well, we still gonna fight to the end. And that goes to show character. Because when you think about it, right? Us fans pay our hard-earned money, right? And they could easily just be like, oh, we going on vacation early. I don't even care. We going, listen, I ain't gonna try to tackle. I ain't gonna try to do this. I ain't gonna try to do that. But they're out there really trying, bro, because I don't know. It's just meaningful to me. I want the momentum going into 2026 that we're not quitting. And when we went on the last few games we won, and when we go into the next season, we're going to still have that momentum. We want to have a winning culture. I don't want to have a losing culture in Minnesota. I want to have a winning culture in Minnesota. I want to win a Super Bowl. The Vikings ain't never won a Super Bowl. And listen, this is the start. Even though we're winning when we probably shouldn't win in some people's eyes, I love it because just because you draft top 10 pick doesn't mean you're going to get the best guy. We could draft number 32 in the first round and probably get the best player depending on developing, scheme, coaching, all that, man. Because, how many busts were in the first 10 picks of last year? You know what I mean? How many players that were drafted number one in the draft became busts throughout NFL history? So it's not about the number we draft. It's about developing whoever we draft. That's how I look at it. And I'd rather have the momentum and draft maybe in the high teens or early 20s. I don't know I don't know how it looks right now. I'd rather have the momentum and do that than just suck on purpose and then we have no momentum going into 2026. And yeah, it's not fun to me. Our offense is sad. Yeah, our offense hasn't been good all season long, bro. And I'm not trying to come at Kevin O'Connell, but like people got to hold that man accountable, man. Because when we win, they're going to give it all to Kevin O'Connell. When we win, they most likely give it to Kevin O'Connell. They haven't been lately because they know how bad the offense is, and we don't have our starting quarterback, and our defense been top 10 all season long. So it's kind of like impossible to be like, oh, it's Kevin O'Connell's the reason why we're winning. No, it's not. It's Brian Flores is the reason why we're winning. It's Will Reichard the reason why we're winning. That's why, to be honest with you. So the Vikings gave me a sense of oh, that's what's up, bro. Shout out to you. Every Bears fan are hoping Panthers win. You know what though? The Panthers have a chance. They look like they seem like a decent team any given Sunday. You never know. Oh man, no problem, bro. Most importantly, do you trust this front off? You know what? That's a big question. I'm pretty sure Two Evil's gonna say no to that question. So Ryan asks, most importantly, do you trust this front office with the draft? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be optimistic. Recently, I haven't been trusting it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie because I look at certain things that they did. I'm like, man, what are we doing, bro? With the draft and some of the moves in free agency, I feel like the Harrison Phillips was a bad loss in my opinion. And I think Jonathan Allen was a bad signing in my opinion. I also feel like man, what else? What else did he do? Mekhi Blackman. I mean, I'm not really sure how he's doing right now, but I thought we could have gave him another opportunity, another year. What he had towards ACL or whatever the previous season. I would have liked to see him because we need cornerbacks, and also the one thing in the draft in the third round we drafted Ty Felton. I wasn't listen, I'm not going to sit here and hate on Ty Felton. Maybe he can be a good wide receiver one day or a solid wide receiver. But in my honest opinion, we needed to draft a safety right there. And the safety that I wanted the Vikings to draft was Andrew Makuba out of Texas. Hold on real quick. I wanted us to draft Andrew Makuba out of Texas, and we drafted a wide receiver. But what makes it bad, let me tell you what makes it bad, because they didn't have faith in Speedy Naylor, right? And they traded to go get Adam Thielen. You traded to get Adam Thielen, but then you didn't utilize him, and then you let him go. It's like, what are we doing? You get what I'm saying? It's like you didn't have you drafted Ty Felton. You didn't utilize him, right? Besides in special teams, maybe a select few plays this season. You didn't believe in Speedy Naylor because that's why you traded for Adam Thielen, right? And then on top of that, you let Adam Thielen go. So I'm just confused about some of the front office things, moves. And if Kwesi is not the one that's like, I'm pretty sure he's not the one that's like, all right, we're going to do this because I'm thinking about doing it. I think it's because of Kevin O'Connell and Brian Flores. Like, yo, go get this guy, go get this guy, go get this guy. And I think Kwesi's going to have to put his foot down and say no sometimes. Like, for instance, right? I think that I do like Kwesi's free agency, though. Most of them. Most of the moves. Like, especially last year with the Jonathan Grenard, even though he ain't Daniil Hunter. I'm just going to put that out there. He ain't Daniil Hunter, but he's a solid pass rusher. I love Andrew Van Ginkel, one of my favorite players on the team. I absolutely love Blake Cashman. I think that was a steal to go get him. And I another player I absolutely love that Kwesi got in free agency was Eric Wilson. Eric Wilson has been playing lights out. And one more player, Isaiah Rodgers has his moments. Sometimes he can't tackle. He had his moments. He had some bad moments and some good moments. But yeah, for the most part, the free agency has been way better than drafting, but we have to do better with the drafting. I will 100% admit to that. And if he doesn't get better, because we have a lot of picks, but the problem is this: we want quality, not quantity, right? You can have a whole bunch of picks and not get none of them right. So my whole thing is this: don't try to trade back to get more picks. If you don't do that, like, you can have all the picks in the world and draft all bust. If a player is sitting right there, I'm talking to Kwesi directly. If a player is sitting right there and you know he could potentially be a good player, draft him. Don't overthink it. Draft him. Draft him, Kwesi. Don't trade back. If anything, I would be cool if you traded up a little bit, then trade back to get more picks. Because the one thing you don't want to do is miss out on another Kyle Hamilton. The one thing you don't want to do is have all these picks, and then 3 years down the line, all those picks in 2026 NFL draft were all bust. All of them were bust. Then what we going to do? We're going to be like, Dad, we traded back all these picks. We had 10 picks. We had 11 picks, and none of them are on the team right now. That would suck. What's going on? Christopher Real, what's good? Yeah, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Let me look at the scores real quick, and I'm going to get to the comments. I'm going to look at the score. We're also going for primetime games as well. Not all of them, but some of them. Which game you streaming today? I'm definitely going to be doing the Sixers on my other channel. But I'm not sure about the games tonight. I got to definitely see. I might do the late game. I'm not really sure. I got to see. I got to see how the family's working. But I got another YouTube channel. If y'all interested in basketball or baseball, this is my other YouTube channel. If you're interested, go check out this channel. Go subscribe to this channel as well. But let's look at the scores real quick, y'all. All right, so let's look at the scores. We're going to start from the top. All right, so we got the Bengals winning 7-0 against the Cards into the first quarter. We got the Steelers versus the Browns. The Browns are beating the Steelers 10-0. Okay. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is playing. I don't know what's going on. Titans are beating the Saints 3-0. The Colts, Phillip Rivers in the Colts are winning 3-0 against the Jags. And then we got Buccaneers and Dolphins tied up 7 apiece. Then we got the Patriots beating the Jets 14-0. And then we got the Seahawks beating the Panthers 3-0. Okay. The Giants, Raiders didn't start. Eagles, Bills didn't start. And Bears and 49ers didn't start. If I go live for a primetime game today, it's definitely going to be the Bears and Niners. Would y'all want me to go live for that game? Because I can go live for that game. Yo, I'm going to a Vikings versus Pack. Oh, for real? Shout out to you, bro. Metcalf ain't playing for the Steelers because he punched. Oh, yeah, that's right. That is true. That is true. Bills, Eagles play? Yeah. Bills, Eagles play, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to go live for that game because I'm going to be live for my other channel. But shout out to everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all think, all right, if I get 3 yeses, I need 4 yeses. If I get 4 yeses, I'll go live for the Bears and Niners. Do y'all want me to go live for the Bears and Niners? I can do the play-by-play. Let me know if y'all want me to. Who the Sixers play? We play the Thunder, bro. We gonna get we gonna win that game. Hey, listen, we gonna win that game. Yes. All right, I got 3 yeses. I need one more yes. If y'all want me to go live for the Bears and Niners, I'll go live for that game tonight. What's that time? 8:20, I believe. I need one more yes. But yeah, man, that's gonna be a good game. Bears and Niners gonna be a good game. That's gonna be a very good game. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the building, man. I truly appreciate y'all. I'm about to prep for this Sixers game tonight. No, at 3:00. My bad. Yes. All right, that's 3. That's 4. All right, I'm going live. I'm going live for that game. So just bear with me. I'm gonna make the thumbnail and all that a little bit later. But yeah, I'll go live for that game for y'all and to vibe with my YouTube family. That should be a good game. Because I was thinking about the Eagles and Bills, but I'll already be live on my other channel, so I'm not going to be able to do that. Who do you think wins the Bills game? I got the Bills winning, bro. I think the Bills are going to win that game. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button if y'all in the building right now. And like I said, we go live for every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly feel that way. Also want to say I will be going live for primetime games. Not all of them, but some of them during the season. So shout out to everybody that's rocking with your bull. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, I got the Bills beating the Eagles. I got the Bills beating the Eagles. I don't know a score, but I think Josh Allen going to show off. I really do. I think Josh Allen's about to go off. But listen, the Eagles are the defending champions. They're going to be dangerous in the playoffs. And listen, anything can happen in the playoffs. In a 1-game elimination game, anything can happen. You know what I mean? So anything can happen when they get to the playoffs. But this specific game, actually, I'm going to give you a final score. Bills beating the Eagles. 30. 30-26. 30-26. Yeah, that's my. But I feel like they're gonna go off because the Bills' defense been up and down. I think it's gonna be 30-26. Eagles gonna win. No, not Eagles. I mean Bills. Bills. What's up, Allison? What's good with you? I think the Chicago Bears need to lose in the Lions if the Detroit Lions go into Super Bowl. Yeah, the Bears is the real deal on that football field, man. I think they're the biggest shocker in the NFL this year, honestly. Like, I feel like the Bears, I got a lot of respect for them. Like, I got a lot of respect for their organization and what they're doing. We're going to beat them next year. We're going to sweep them next year. We already beat them once. We should have beat them twice, but that's another story for another day. We're going to sweep them next year, though. I'm going to talk trash to the Bear fans. It is what it is. We're beating the brace off the Bears next year. We're going to sweep every team. We're going to sweep the Packers. We sweeping everybody in our division. We're going to sweep the Packers. We're going to sweep the Lions. And we're going to sweep the Bears. It is what it is. I'm speaking it into existence. Go to the bowl. Y'all know the vibes. I'm about to get off in a little bit. But I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. You know what I mean? And have a wonderful day. And I'll see y'all later. I'm going to be live on my other channel for the Sixers versus the Thunder at 3 o'clock. And I'll be going live later on for the other primetime game tonight. So shout out to everybody that's in the building. If the playoffs started today, Patriots and Chargers would play. Yeah, that'll be a good game. All right, y'all. Peace out.